This is Frank Abbruzzino with the Uncensored Report. Well, it's happened. The media darlings have found out what it's like to have their rights taken away. I'm talking about the Parkland students, the group of anti-school students, the darlings of the anti-gun movement that media has attached themselves to. Stars, everybody. Using them as a tool to disarm Americans. We've seen it. The land of the free may not be free. Mainstream media, the government, they're telling us all, hey, these students are brave, and they are brave, for walking out of their class and demanding change. But how's it brave when they're being used as puppets, tools of the state? Activism, challenging the establishment. And these kids were tricked, not into activism, but being puppets. Millions of kids across the country, they were encouraged by the government, mainstream media, actresses, actors, the school system. Walk out. Demand that the government take away your God-given rights. Schools across the country sanctioned it. Many schools even actually punished those that abstained. Walk out. This little more than young people conforming to government authority, something they've become acquainted to in the school systems. Parroting the government's message, like all good little students. We want the government to take our rights. Young people, they go out, they march for less freedom. Encouraged, again, by MSM, the celebrities and the politicians. Then, these little cheerleaders, these little darlings of the media, they begin to realize, wait, what happens when you beg the state to take away your rights, the rights you don't like? Then they turn around and take away rights that you're all about, that you don't want to lose. And that's what happened. The Broward County school system, they announced they have a plan, the grand scheme, the grand plan to take away the rights of privacy, which will be implementation of a clear backpack policy. Many people are concerned about this. Where's my privacy? Where are my rights? Now that all the students they must allow anybody at any time to view the contents in their backpack, as well as their IDs, so that they can be properly identified by school authorities. These new measures are driving the darlings of the media mad. Want to know, why am I being punished? Why am I being punished for the actions of somebody else? Well, darling, these students wanted to go out and punish tens of millions of law-abiding gun owners such as myself. They wanted to do this by demanding that the government take away my right to defend myself. Now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. It sucks. It stinks. Their heads are starting to spin. Oh shit, I didn't realize this could happen. But they had no problem trampling on my Second Amendment rights, my God-given rights. But touch the First Amendment, and all hell will break loose. Isn't this ironic? Isn't their ignorance astonishing? But isn't this what we come to expect with AstroTurf activism? When you advocate for the government to take away your guns, you're essentially wanting everyone in a prison. They're crying, going to school like this with see-through backpacks and having to show IDs. It's tyrannical. I'll be like in prison. But it's okay to put me in prison by taking away my gun. These young Americans have succeeded in achieving what the globalists have been trying to achieve for years, to take away your rights. And they all went out there begging for it. Hopefully this will be a wake-up call. A wake-up call that their AstroTurf activism isn't really activism. It's activism for a puppet, for somebody else. These are the folks who are responsible for creating this police state that we now live in. that many think is freedom. But is it free? Are you free? So they got a taste of their own medicine. What will they do now? This has been Frank Abbruzzino with the Uncensored Report.